He's in studio, and also Joni. Now she's got to call herself Chyna Doll.
Well, she's not allowed to use Chyna, so she's decided, all right, Chyna Doll.
She's here at 8:30.
Really?
She's doing the walkover?
We're doing somebody a favor. They wanted her a lot earlier, and I'm like, look, we'll throw her at the end of the show, and we'll see what she has.
Jesus.
All right? That's what you get today. I mean, she's been nice to us over the years, so we'll see what she's up to. Also, on the way... Also, Chyna Doll at 8:30 this morning.
I can't get past that.
What?
Joni, Chyna Doll,
Chyna.
You know,
she's reinventing herself.
She can't use it.
Why?
Because she'll get sued by Vince, I guess. But it's Chyna. What the hell are you gonna do? Is Vince gonna sue me?
Funny if he did.
That would be really funny.
Damn it! I didn't think he could.
Hey, we got to finish up here. We got to take a break, get him in with the camera crew, and Chyna Doll at 8:30.
Ooh. And China Girl is the David Bowie song. Someone corrected us.
No one will know when you say Chyna Doll. No one will know who's coming on the show.
It's Chyna from the WWF.
Go ahead, Sue Anthony.
Remember?
At this point, they don't even know Chyna from the WWF.
Remember Chyna from WWF?
I like her, though, because I love the porn video.
Rock knows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I enjoyed what she had.
Nah, it was
Are there any taboo subjects? Did any publicist tell us not to talk about that?
No, man.
Oh.
We'll have some fun with her, I guess. She's been cool over the years. We'll see what she's up to.
Yeah.
It's the O&A.
Good. That's always good for
Very
TV.
funny. It's a sweeps period.
There you
We're
go.
doing what we can.
Hey, with that, we got to say hi to Chyna, sitting over there.
Hi, guys.
What's up, Chyna? Do you know Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs?
No, I don't.
Oh, my God, Chyna at the Discovery Channel, Tuesdays at 9. Where you been?
You know, all over the place, really. Quite honestly.
Yeah, he does Dirty Jobs.
Yeah, it's been a crazy month for me.
Yeah?
Why has it been crazy?
Well, I'm sorry, I haven't been watching the Discovery Channel.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not keeping up with your work either, but
I've been
I'm
out
interested.
for like days at a time with my girlfriends.
Is that what you do? Just hang out? A lot of partying? What do you do these days?
I have been doing a lot of partying, actually.
Yeah?
Well, I did. I'm coming out with 3 movies. I got 3 big movies coming out. One is just another romantic wrestling comedy where I actually do some of my last wrestling there with one of my Japanese friends, Kenny Asuda. And I did Illegal Aliens, easy for me to say, with Anna Nicole Smith, which is due out in the spring, I believe, and Surreal Life, and then another movie called The Cougar Club with Faye Dunaway and Jolie Fisher.
The Surreal Life.
And so excited. I've been doing a lot.
Saw The Surreal Life, and it was kind of a change from the person that we had seen in the ring.
Yeah, it actually was a total change, and you know there was a confrontation with the ex-boyfriend, and it was really
well more so that in the ring you came off, you know, like you did. You're very powerful, very strong, intimidating, and on Surreal Life, kind of crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I went into Surreal Life thinking that I was probably going to be dead by the time I came out.
Really?
Crazy and crying a lot.
So I said, you know, if you thought you had 2 weeks to live and you were in a kooky house, and, you know.
Wait, you really thought you only had a couple of weeks to live? You thought you were heading that way?
It was definitely heading that way.
Why? What was the biggest problem? Just everything falling apart in your life?
No, I was having such an issue with domestic violence with the ex-boyfriend that, you know, it was getting bad. I was going to end up in jail, and we were, you know, I'd wake up and...
That must just not be like regular domestic violence. That must just be...
That's
like
surreal violence.
Chairs over the head and...
Two wrestlers, domestic violence involved. That can't be good.
Was there someone calling it? Oh, my God, he just punched her in the eye.
It's the maid or something calling them. The bouts.
Every time he hits her, the cop is looking the other way, and they
King and JR are in the room.
Yeah, you can't just say that casually. Like, why was your domestic violence like so much worse than the average domestic violence?
Well, I think, first of all, it probably wasn't so much worse. It was probably very typical, except for the fact that mine was in the public eye. And, you know, it was a really difficult experience. And all the laws had changed after the, you know, the O.J. Simpson. And
we were talking about X-Pac?
Changed, yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't know how to deal with all that stuff. And so it was very difficult. So
now, the odd thing is,
it was a long time.
It might sound weird that I kind of want to know this, but the fighting in real life, as opposed to like in the ring, which, you know, you guys would get physical and stuff, but domestically, at home, with X-Pac, who was beating who? Who, like, were you able to put a hurting on him?
No, you know what? I was able to, in the heat of the moment, I learned, like, you know, most people don't know this, but after WWF, I trained with New Japan Professional Wrestling. I trained for like a year and then went to Japan and I fought, actually grappled in front of 82,000 people at the Tokyo Dome. And I think that really saved my life because I was able to defend myself, and in the heat of the moment, you know, he'd be so freaking whacked out and so technically good and stronger than me. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
When you see me in wrestling, you think I'm, you know, 6'2" and the Jolly Green Giant, you know.
Yeah, that's why, you know, you come across like, oh, she could take care of herself.
Right, and I did. You know, I was lucky enough to be able to defend myself.
Well, the house must have been a wreck. Just a wreck.
I moved like 3 times. There were holes in the wall.
I could just picture holes the shape of people through the walls.
Yeah.
Like when the Terminators were fighting in that hallway, throwing each other through the wall.
That's what I picture. I mean, I'm sorry for laughing, but it's sort of one of those scenes that you kind of picture, and you just picture the roof coming down on top of you two.
Well, and it was, I wished it would have come down on the top of us, actually, many times. But, you know, it was just so bad with all of the drugs and, you know, the manipulation. It was.
Now, how would you get into it? Because you know, you were riding high. You really were. I mean, you were top of your game with the WWF at the time.
Right.
And, where did it go wrong? Where did it take that left turn and go wrong?
Well, I started noticing something strange, you know, probably about a year before my contract ended, and I just couldn't figure it out because I was doing great, and then I noticed I started working more and more, and you know, there was this odd kind of vibe. And
but you were one of the most popular characters at that time.
Yes.
Like you came out, everybody went crazy. You know,
I was happy and doing great, and you know, and then I figured out that you know, Triple H was having an affair with Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon's daughter, and then I got the boot.
It sounded like a storyline.
So after that, you know, I didn't know what to do because
he's cheating on you, and you end up losing your job over it.
Right.
Oh my God.
Good God.
And so, you know, overnight everything was gone, and I'm like, okay, there's, you know, millions of fans out there that are going to hate me because the rumors were that I was asking for tons of money or that I was a. You know,
it was all like contract stuff. Meanwhile, it was Triple H has to pick the boss's daughter.
So I just tried to, you know, walk away as best I could with quiet humility and figured no problem, just go do my thing in Hollywood, you know, and get some shows, and it just wasn't that easy. So it's been, you know, a real long time to get from, you know, that was 2000 to now, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud to have this stuff coming out and you know, working on some new reality shows for me to jump to the next level, and just for me, you know, and
was X-Pac a bad influence?
Music.
Like, did you hook up with him immediately after all that? When you got the boot?
No, you know, I was doing really great on my own. I was had gotten over the heartbreak and was starting from scratch, and you know, had my own place and a roof over my head, and you know, everything cool, new cars, new everything. And then he showed up on my doorstep one day, and I was like, oh my God, you know, we'd been friends for so long. He said I got a divorce from my wife, and you know, I was in love. I thought, gosh, he walked away, and hey, I'm the only one that's, you know, stuck to my guns and said, you know.
And how does, but how do people that like are kind of into their physical health and everything get into drugs like that, you know?
I didn't know. I was not, you know, during the whole time I was with WWF, I mean, I was with Triple H. I was with Paul the whole time. So I would go, do my job, go back to the hotel room, you know. I was totally naive to half the stuff that was going on until I got together with X-Pac. And when I first saw X-Pac, he was in the best shape I'd ever seen him in. He was, you know, I thought going to a different wrestling organization. He, you know, looked great. He was happy to see me, and it was instant love. And then a month later, he asked me to marry him, and then, and then I got clotheslined over the kitchen table.
That'll
Hey, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm not a good cook. Should have made the steak.
Hey, do you regret the release of One Night in China? Do you regret that?
Oh, it was horrible. Do you know he actually went to the country of China? First of all, I consider that his tape because I had filmed like a bunch of stuff, kind of wanting to do a reality type of show because some of the stuff we did was so freaking funny. So I had these tapes. There was a little bit of kind of risque content on it that we had played around and stuff, but nothing too big. And then he actually then took those tapes and brought them to red light district and sold them out from underneath me and made a deal for more content basically. And so then when I had him on my back and I thought other people were involved in the porno industry, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to finish this off and then try and not let it come out, And he actually went to the country of China so that he could claim rights to the name. And
did he had to go to China?
That's what he did, yeah.
To claim rights to the name.
And so I have, I have not collected a dime of it. And,
really?
He's very thorough.
I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it.
It's in your credits, though.
It keeps popping up there.
I got a one sheet on China Doll, and it says One Night in China, 2004, along with her credits.
Well, it's probably
movie credits.
I'm sure it isn't from her people.
For a while, it really bothered me. It was like,
you really haven't seen the movie?
No,
It's great. I laughed, I cried, I felt great about myself.
It's a feel-good hit of the summer.
Yeah, really.
I was a fan, I gotta be honest. I'm not a wrestling fan, I don't really watch much wrestling, but I saw that tape, I was really instantly attracted. It was very much.
China, I gotta explain. Someone has to hear. What you got going on down there?
Oh, you're lovely.
Jimmy is beyond happy.
Yeah, you're the greatest.
He likes when it's, the size of...
large. Yeah, I was a fan. I just was very, very much... I didn't want to look at it. I'm embarrassed. It was a fantastic.
You never came off.
I like when they're large too. Are you?
No,
I wasn't very impressed with the other guy. I got to be honest with him. I wasn't that impressed with a wrestler. I was like, that's a wrestler. I mean, that's
Well, yeah, it might be the steroids. You never know. We've heard the rumors that it shrinks a little bit when you're doing the roids, right?
Yeah, I was like, that's fantastic if you're 5'6", 145, but that guy's a wrestler.
No, you were never shy though. I mean, you had done layouts in Playboy and stuff,
right.
So you weren't shy about being nude. It was just that was kind of taking it to the next level.
Yeah, well, it was taking it. I'll say.
It's certainly the next 20 levels, let me say then.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah, the next level.
You only date wrestlers, by the way?
No, I actually want nothing to do with that world.
Jimmy just broke up with his girl. And he likes...
He's a comedian. He's funny. And you could beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, we had a bad breakup. I'm very injured and vulnerable.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm very wounded.
Yeah. There was some bad things that were said.
Was this recent?
Yeah, a couple nights ago. It's awful.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Could you give him a hug?
Do you need some boobies to cry on?
Yeah, give him a hug. Could you give him a little hug? He's really sad.
It seems reasonable.
Look at his eyes.
He is a sad.
It's okay.
It's like puppy
it's
dog
be okay.
sad.
That's no for the hug, Jimmy. I tried.
Wow.
How funny if she hugged me and then just threw me through both of those.
Hysterical.
Laugh out loud funny?
Yeah, whatever kind of funny you want. Oh, my God.
So we have talked before, but we haven't actually really...
No, we haven't seen each other in person.
No, we talked over the phone a few times before we... kind of got fired. We got fired a couple of times.
Yeah.
They had to go to China.
We got thrown out. Had to go to China to justify the name.
Oh, the humility.
And, that amazes me that he actually had to get a ticket, go to China. What, did he have to, film the Great Wall or something and then throw it in there? Or else Vince would have been all over him?
Yes.
Was that the whole thing? Like Vince owns the name?
Who knows? Who cares? That's what we're working on. But besides, people still call me Chyna.
I know, that's just it. It's like
call me Joni
semantics.
Now, and
it's ridiculous.
China Doll and whatever, but I don't know. This really doesn't matter.
Mike?
I'm cool with it. And
Yeah, Mike, you got a question for Chyna?
I've been making a list.
An amazing story, right?
I mean, you sure you haven't seen the show? Dirty Jobs?
He's the one to watch. He hasn't seen the show.
I don't want to talk out of school, but I believe you'd like it. I think you'd find things in it that are inherently relatable. I think you'd laugh. I think it'd bring a certain measure of peace. I mean, you know, it's a very cathartic hour, and it's on the Discovery Channel, so you know it's good for the whole family.
jumping snakes with teeth and
It's dirty jobs.
It's dirty
He
jobs.
does like jobs that no one else wants. Why don't you marry X-Pac? That sounds like it.
You know, I mean, we're coming into season 3, and all bets are off.
just for the record, you might be interested.
You can burn the waffles and he can punch you in the face.
There's something like not right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
Did he ever? Well, not that you would ever admit that, but did he ever say like, you know, hey, there's a cool piece of equipment you could put around your waist and attack me with?
Maybe you
Just
could.
curious.
No,
a lot of guys
I
like
think he
that.
probably had plenty of other volunteers.
Oh, really?
Other gentlemen that may have been around the.
It's just nothing like the real thing.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. Wow.
Oh, wow. Look what Chyna's
It's a
saying.
bit of a revelation.
The gloves are off.
Yeah,
Did he ever get a little hammered, maybe?
They were never on.
There you go.
Did he ever get a little hammered, maybe, and like tell you things like, "Hey, there was one time this dude, me," anything like that
No,
that would lead you to
but
believe?
he used to say like, "Oh, this guy hit on me," or
Really?
you know, I think he was hitting on me, and then I started thinking, okay, something's just not right here.
That is odd.
You know,
Guys don't usually.
it's just
Yeah.
speculation, but my intuition's pretty good.
Yeah.
You have a good gator.
And you're with him. Yeah.
You know,
You're with him. You know, how long were you actually with him?
well, a month every day, and then I gave him back his ring, and I was like, you know, get away from me. But and then I referred to him, aka the seed of Chucky. Came back like for 2 years. I dealt with
Kept
this.
coming back.
And it was just
Wait, in
Did
the
you
first
keep
month,
coming?
you had domestic violence and a porno tape made. In the first month, you guys were together.
no.
Oh.
The tape was made actually later because I would take him back and then go back. Whatever.
Oh, you were like the textbook.
It's a makeup sex.
Take him back.
Absolutely.
From the makeup sex.
You know, because
Might lose a wall or two, but the makeup sex was great.
It's tremendous.
you know, it's
Then
so
again-
confusing because you're in athletics, you know, you think, oh, they're hurting, or they're doing certain things because their bodies are sore or whatever, and that just wasn't the case.
The drywall contractors crying when they finally broke up. I was going to put a wing on my house. Wow.
There goes the skylight.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably what they just did. Just kept putting in skylights. Another skylight. Wow, that just sounds like a brutal relationship.
Oh, man.
God. But you were
was awful.
a very well-known person. You couldn't just kind of get away from him and not take him back and find someone else. And
I couldn't when I started doing that. It was bizarre because we were in the public eye, and I didn't want to be aggressive and stand up for myself in public because then it would be me because he was playing the manipulative, I love her and all that stuff. And I thought, I get it if I go nuts on him, and then if I don't go nuts on him, then it's going to look like I'm with him and I want to be with him. And it was very confusing, and I couldn't imagine how any woman could ever go through that. But plus, I've been made out to be this monster, and I am. The truth is that I am very technically trained now, and I'm very good at what I do. But I've never been physically violent ever in my life, and especially after learning technically, I wouldn't use that just out of
that is
the
such a
craft
misconception because you would think if there's no way she's being abused domestically.
Would you say you're more dominant or submissive sexually? I'm only asking that because you're obviously you probably are just a kick-ass person, and a lot of powerful women very, very submissive in that area. So would you say that you would go more submissive, or you just like what everybody would think, which would be that you're very dominant?
I would say a little both.
Subdominant.
Depending on depending on who she's with.
No, I've never had a problem in that area.
No, I'm just curious because, like, I tend to be very dominant, and I can't picture, obviously, dominating somebody like her. Although I can certainly picture it, but I mean, I don't imagine it would happen.
You can't stop picturing it.
Yeah. No, I would be very submissive with her, though. I can imagine. She has very lovely feet. And I'm not even into feet, but you take good care of yours. I hope you showed awful Club Soda Kenny over there in the Tubbs jacket. If you showed him your toes, he likes feet. He won't admit it, but he loves toes.
Do you have a foot fetish?
No, not at all. But I mean, yours are wonderful, and I don't notice feet.
Yes, you're very well kempt.
Jimmy seems to be attracted to you.
Oh, you're fantastic.
Jimmy seems to be attracted to you.
Well, okay, I hear this all the time, but everybody says, so are you surprised now seeing me? Like, do you think that, am I what you expected?
Much better.
Yeah, you're much hotter than I only saw that. I'm very pop culture ignorant. I think you're.
Last I saw was Surreal Life. So I thought a real mess was going to be coming in that door, to tell you the truth.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No, believe me, I'm happy for you. I really am.
Yeah.
She's a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find you to be very, very put together, very self-possessed. You seem to absolutely be firing on all cylinders.
There you go.
Well, I'm working on it. I've been having some issues here lately, but I'm actually in town for the Dr. Keith Oblo show. So, Lord knows what issues are going to come up.
Dr. Keith Oblo?
Yeah. So
I think I'm going to him later for a molar. Which, that was a different guy.
All right, what's the big plug there, Chyna Doll? We got to get out of here.
We got the 3 movies coming out, and look for Surreal Life, To Be Determined. Working on some music. Hopefully next time I come here, I'll be able to throw you guys a disc, see what I'm doing, playing bass guitar and keyboards, and a whole new Joni Lauer will show up.
Very good.
Cool. Very cool.
Micro
And Dr. Keith Oblo.
Yes. Micro, Dirty Jobs. What else?
Yes, sir. That's pretty much my life right now, Opie. That's it.
Access Hollywood?
No Access Hollywood, Anthony. Not taking a pass on that.
Hey, thanks for dropping by.
Hey, anytime. Thank you.
Jimmy?
Okay,
Tonight at 9:30 at Comics Comedy Club on West 14th, I'm doing an American Cancer Society benefit. Myself, Bill Burr, Colin Quinn, Fat
I wanna live with a cinnamon girl. That's what this song is, right? All right. The rest of my life with a cinnamon girl. That's the song, right?
Hey, let's get right into it. Club Soda Kenny saw it too.
Hi.
There was love in Jimmy's eyes up there. Let's be honest, Jimmy.
Yeah, she's really sexy, man. I mean, she's really sexy.
Talking about Chyna from WWF.
Fuck yeah, man. Right.
Well, we noticed that when we first watched the porno tape.
Right, I was telling Mike Rowe in the elevator.
Yeah.
Like, our reaction was, holy shit, what the fuck is that? And Jimmy's like, I'm in love.
I'll take better care of that than that fucking jackass she was dating with his fucking mediocre dick and his punch her in the face routine.
Perhaps she did burn that steak.
Oh, she's lovely. How tall is she, though? She's not as big as I thought.
She
used to wear big heels.
She's solid, man. It's density. It's bone density.
Nice hug, too.
Yeah.
Nice hug. She smells really good. Lovely bosoms.
She used to wear big heels, I think.
Yeah.
Jimmy, is there anything we could do to help you out here? Because you really, really are into her.
Nah,
I saw it in your eye.
There's nothing I can... No, it's
You're
not,
thinking
please.
maybe you could get, I don't know, an afternoon out of it.
I'm wondering if I should do Pilates to help my abs. She wrestled in front of 80,000 people.
Invite her to the show tonight.
Invite
her to the show tonight.
No, she wants to come. She'll show up.
Yeah, she'll come.
A lot of fans getting
They're loving the China over there in the breezeway.
wrestling fans.
Jimmy, what is it about her, though? She creeps me out.
I think she's pretty. I don't know. I'd like to make out with her.
Really?
Want to make out with her?
Yeah.
Is there something? Let me just. I'll ask you this, Jimmy.
China!
Is there something a little tranny about her?
Jimmy
Oh yeah, what isn't?
Yeah.
Jimmy wants to make out with you.
Her voice.
Remember Jimmy? Jimmy got his hug, by the way, after the show.
I really go into. She was very nice.
Mike Rowe in the elevator is like, you showed a lot of restraint with that interview. I'm like, you know what? I wanted to say some things, and I'm thinking, I'm fast forwarding my head that I get beat up, and I don't care. I would be beat up by a girl.
Yeah.
I don't care that she's professionally trained and all that with Japanese guys. In the end, I get beat up by a girl.
I hate these fucking eBay autograph guys.
What are you talking about?
I don't mind you getting something signed because you want something signed because I love getting shit signed.
Yeah.
But these guys that show up with 30 things for someone to sign, I'd like to fucking smash their hands with bats because they fuck it up for the rest of us who buy stuff, who get stuff that we love signed. These fucking jerk
mic working?
Yeah, Mike's mic is not working.
Get Mike's mic working.
Get Mike's mic working.
I
Danny.
hate eBay guy. How many things do you guys bring? Fucks. Holy shit, do I hate those motherfuckers. I hate them. 30 things for the girl to sign.
You know what?
How about one picture for your own collection?
Jimmy doesn't care.
There's a
No,
guy
that does
with,
annoy me. They
like,
do it to everyone that comes.
He's got a huge plastic bag, and he just keeps pulling shit out of it.
Why would you keep signing that? Just tell him to fuck off.
Rip.
Fucking cocksucker.
He's going to sell it all on eBay.
Jimmy's.
Oh, I hate those fucks.
Jimmy is. I know what's going on though, Jimmy. Because she's doing that, she can't be over here talking to us.
They do it to
maybe
Kevin
some magic
Smith.
will happen between you and her.
Now, she's going to leave. She's not coming with us. But they do it to everyone that walks out the door, and they fuck it up for everybody that wants a legitimate thing signed.
They're cock
'Cause the
blocking.
people-
And I
They
mean her
are.
cock.
That's why celebrities don't want to sign shit.
Talk to Chyna, Jimmy.
How many things did they just ask you to sign that they were...
Oh. Whoa. Well. I think there's a love connection.
Oh, she is fantastic.
Wow.
What just happened there, Jimmy?
They dropped their pictures.
That was just crazy insane.
They were bugging me yesterday to sign all that shit.
Yeah, he really
Look
digs
at those
you,
two
man.
creeps show up all the time, and they just sell it on eBay.
Chyna, would you sit on Jimmy's face?
Yeah, not right now.
No, I can't do it here in the street, but back at XM I could.
Really?
Oh, I love her. I have a tremendous crush on her. I think she's fantastic.
Mike, would you like to see that?
Yes.
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 Would that be considered a dirty job, a
For her,
interesting
yeah.
job? What kind of job would that be?
It's the kind of job you have to wait before you pass any kind of judgment on. I'd be curious to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I know what kind of job Jimmy's hoping for.
Oh, language. I'm a fan, though. She's great.
Yeah, he really. We saw. Wait, where's Club Soda Kenny? Kenny hangs out with Jimmy a lot. What did you see up there?
The look of love, the glistening in his eye.
Yeah,
you're his type. Yeah, he's got a thing
lovely.
for you.
Yeah, she's lovely.
This is the thing.
What type is that?
I don't know. I don't have a type. He just means I like you. I wouldn't say I have a type. I mean, I don't care blonde, brunette, tall, short.
I think you being taller than him helps. I think you're a powerful girl. I think that
takes
that
very
helps
good care
too.
of herself.
Yeah, you're
Look at
very
her feet, how
you're
sexy,
very well taken care
How
of.
lovely is that?
Chyna, how tall are you?
5'10".
I was right.
Okay, it's the heels there.
Yeah, that's right. She's not.
Always got to wear the heels. You know,
She's a little bigger than me.
in case you have to stab somebody and look feminine at the same time.
The only problem would be the nudity thing because you're in amazing physical condition, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to work on my abs, and I'd be very embarrassed to be
You know
shirtless.
what? You can always change the outside, but it's the inside that counts.
Women say that when they're not fucking you. That's what women always say when they're not fucking you. Yeah, it's the inside that counts. But when you're in bed, it's a little different.
Does Jimmy have a shot on any planet in the known universe?
Yeah, you know what? All guys have a shot if they can be charming and, you know.
Jimmy is charming.
Do the right
I'll give him that.
She's a tremendous.
Because you don't find that too much these days.
She's very diplomatic.
You know,
Well, he has
like
a shot.
to be romanced and have a good time and, you know, have some fun.
Yeah, I'm fun. I like to eat a lot. You like oysters? I've been on an oyster kick lately. It's all I eat.
I do.
I hear they help your libido. They help your sexual drive. So I'm eating them.
I do. Yeah, and the pearls in them, too, are awesome.
I've never found a pearl in them.
So, yeah,
But
you might want to start.
Maybe we can go out for oysters sometime.
That's a hell of a asking for a date there.
Yeah,
Good
go out
job.
for oysters.
Good job, Jimmy. Maybe oysters.
I'm a little nervous. Sometimes they like it when you're shy.
But Jimmy, that's shocking.
That's not shy.
Shocking. That's shocking.
What are you guys doing out here? Are you out here picking up chicks?
Isn't this
or-
ridiculous? They throw us out of that studio at 9,
Yeah.
but we continue to do radio.
Yeah.
We broadcast now we're uncensored at XM, which is why we can curse and we walk over and do uncensored radio on XM. We do 5 hours a day.
Satellite radio.
Oh,
So
okay,
we do broadcast radio, and then we do
walking
satellite.
over to go curse and
Yeah.
Oh, we already started the fucking cursing.
Yeah.
that's when you get the chicks.
Yeah, they can kind of let you see it all.
And the face plant, because Jimmy wants a face plant badly today.
What's a face plant?
Well, you want her to sit on your face, I guess.
Well, she's beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't ask you like that. That's something that kind of comes in time. You don't do that on a first
Well,
meeting.
you never
of
know,
course.
though.
A couple of oysters in.
No, he's right. He's right. Or at least later on. And
She's probably a nice girl, and she takes a little. She has to like you a certain, degree, and she doesn't know me well enough. I mean, she's just looking at me and probably seeing like this pretty face and stuff. But there's more to me than just my appearance. Ugh. I have nothing. She dated Triple H. How do I compete with that? Is he packing, by the way? Is he packing?
Yeah,
X-Pac I was not impressed with. Is Triple H packing?
It's okay.
Yeah, not what you'd expect, right?
No. I haven't been disappointed in either one of those series, but,
That's nice.
All right, so you're not a size queen. You're more the guy, the whole package. You like the whole thing, the guy who he is.
She sounds like she's a size queen. She wants,
she seems
she
a
wants
little
bigger.
disappointed, but
She
she's
wants
too
bigger.
nice to say it.
No, I mean, it was okay, you know what I mean? But then, now that I started dating, and I was dating a guy for a couple months, and it was a little different, and I was like, whoa.
Oh, he was really? Was he a wrestler or no, just a regular guy?
No, he was actually a model.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, if she dates wrestlers and models, what am I going to do with her?
I went from, wrestler to model to skinny little musician. So
Is that your fella right there?
No, that's my manager.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, should we start walking, XM?
Yeah, we'll take our walk.
All right. We're going to walk. Hello, sir.
Thank you so much.
Very sweet. Nice talking to
Yeah,
you.
she's been great.
All right.
Thank you. He
Good
loves
luck.
you.
Oh,
He's in love.
She smells really good.
You are in loss.
Oh, yeah, man. She smells great.
Jimmy, I don't get it.
I know, but I think she's
No,
she's really
Opie,
kissable
I
lips.
totally get it.
She's very kissable lips.
Dude, she is a female tranny. And Jimmy loves the trannies.
Right. That's
This way he can be with a tranny without it being at all
Without
gay.
visiting Europe.
Right.
See?
Again.
You don't have
see?
to visit
That's
Europe.
right.
You can
That's
stay in
to go to
America.
England.
that's almost like that's like going to Little Italy. It's already
Right.
here.
Mike, you got it. It's one of my favorite things recently. Jimmy, every once in a while, he has a nice hobby. He kind of has.
Mike understands. Who doesn't love a tranny every now and again? That's only a good man's fault, Mike.
Just to mix it up, just to keep it
Absolutely.
honest.
Just to feel silly.
But his good friend Patrice goes, now that means you're gay. But Jimmy explained his way out of that.
Patrice said, how does that not make you gay? And I said, look, just because you travel to Europe doesn't make you a European. You go, you come back, you're still an American.
Well, would you consider dual citizenship?
No.
Okay.
Good question, though. Hope. No. I don't spend enough time in Europe.
It's like a working visa.
Right.
You know.
You got a working visa.
You can stay for 6 months. After that, you're on your own, dude.
I was like,
That's
man,
a good one.
Patrice nailed him. Finally. Then he explained his way out of that.
No.
Oh, she is sexy, though. I like to kiss her. She looks like she'd be great to kiss.
You want to kiss her.
Yes. She
See,
would
that's
be
more
fun
than
to-
just a sexual thing. You really have a thing for
Dude,
her.
I saw it in his eyes.
Yeah.
Thick lip. No, but kissing is part sexual thing. I like to look at her. Would you
But
kiss
it's
her?
more intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
it's
even more
sexy.
intimate than just a quick,
Big full lips like that, man. She'd wrap her arms around you. Just be nice to kiss. There's something almost mothering about it because she's bigger than me, and I'm usually not a
Because
bigger girl.
she's bigger. She's got a huge set of tits on her.
And a beautiful pussy, man. Oh, would I
She's
spend
got
a lot of
collagen
time
lips.
on that? I don't care. She'd
Yeah,
be
it's
soft
implants.
Collagen going on there, right?
I would take such good care of that pussy. Really good.
Wow, you're really into this.
I would eat it well.
Were you feeling anything from her? or
No, she's just
nothing,
nice.
right?
You never know though. But she can pick and choose, man, because she is who she is.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do? Fucking fat little
Nothing.
gut. Trying to do some crunches. I did 3 sets of 25. Little fat pig.
Don't sell yourself short. That's terrific.
Thank you. That makes me feel better, Kenny.
Oh,
Mike, Jimmy's lost a lot of weight. He's hitting the heavy bag, and now
Sure he
he's
is.
beating himself up.
But I mean, yeah, but when you start trying to fuck professional ex-wrestlers,
right.
you realize that you have a little more heavy bag hitting to do. Jesus.
Hey, what do the H's stand for, by the way? This whole Triple H thing.
it's Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah.
Is his wrestling name. I guess his name's Paul,
Yeah.
because that's what she said.
Hunter?
They all got their names.
Boy, it's not going to be on all the wrestling websites
Oh,
that
I
China
know.
called X-Pac.
outed X-Pac pretty
Yeah,
much.
that was awkward, man.
Wow.
That-
Wasn't that a little like, oh, really?
Yeah,
Is
what
he
do you do?
now?
I was kind of expecting you guys to just take that, but then I guess in the interest of self-preservation, what do you?
Yeah, exactly. We're not dumb.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, we got to leave that studio every day.
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
know?
Yeah, we're kind of targets here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We had nothing to do with what she was saying today.
And like she did.
We just gave her the forum to say it.
Well, she had a mic on.
See, like if I took a Cialis, like my dick is not great,
Oh,
but
there he
it
goes.
definitely looks better than you think it's going to look at my size. And
Yeah.
she's been with those big guys who you expect to have huge cocks and don't. She would fucking dig me. She would dig me a little bit.
You think so?
Smacking on our lips a little. Yeah, absolutely.
See, Alice, are you ready?
I'd love to see Alice. 3 days later, your fucking dick is hard for no reason.
Dude, the pressure of that ad campaign is staggering. Are you ready? I mean, what a question.
Yeah.
It is huge.
What are we doing today?
Oh, I don't know.
I kind of like it out here today.
It's nice
Give
out.
away the tickets.
Oh, what tickets?
Oh, tickets.
Jimmy, you got tickets?
Yeah, who am I going to give them to?
There it is.
All right, well, I'll give some to Eric, and I can give a pair to Danny, and I'll give some to Mike Rowe and to Chyna. I should have invited her, not that she would have come. But...
Not a big crowd today for the walkover.
Nah, they're all stuck over there.
Yeah,
I hate that fucking...
Here's a big fan.
Oh, hi, sir. How are you? Can we give them tickets?
Yeah, tickets.
Yeah, give them 8. Those fucking eBay guys, I fucking hate them. Cocksuckers. With 8 things they ask someone to sign. And how about this? And how about this? Fucking
That really
shithead.
upsets him.
Yeah, because you know what? Then you try to get something legitimate signed.
Yeah.
You love because you want it for your wall, for yourself, and they won't sign it because they're sick of their shit
scumbags
being
like
sold.
Mike, he's out
And then DiMaggio and those guys got to fucking charge you for autographs because these fucking vultures don't have real jobs. That's why guys don't want to sign baseballs for kids on the way to the fucking hotel.
That's why I don't sign.
Suckers.
That's up to me. He's wound
I
up.
hate that. We
Right?
gotta knock that shit out of their hands when you see him. That dumpy mother.
Wow. No, he didn't. He didn't die from a sting. He died from, you know, his heart was punctured.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I'm wondering if he put himself into a dangerous situation, more of a dangerous situation than what he was already doing.
You know, swimming over a stingray can't possibly. I mean, in relative terms, good guy. I mean, everybody knows what the guy's done in his life. You know, what we just did was probably more dangerous. You know, walking across the street
Manhattan,
in New York.
right?
You know,
I thought you meant interviewing Chyna.
Oh, well, clearly. I mean, clearly. Her stinger is roughly the same size as the barb.
Yeah. From what we've seen.
Hey, do we have the One Night in China?
We got a picture of it. That was a
Put it up.
juicy push.
Just put it up on there and let it run during the show.
Yeah, you got to just see what's going on. And
It's not a great porno at all. It's not well done.
all right, you don't have to defend your woman.
No, I'm saying that X-Pac did not do
You
a
don't
good
like
job.
the cinematography? What the fuck?
Absolutely. I mean the China wall shots. I
Like
thought
the
were
lighting
sloppy.
wasn't good. I saw the boom in a couple of shots.
That wasn't a boom.
Oh, it wasn't okay.
Too small to be a boom. The fuck is that?
That was no boom. This was no boating accident.
Continuing with the...